times you see Zillion die, 1 or 2 times before level 6. And then whenever he leaves lane to go help out, we saw Reginald had chased him down as Rise. As he came down bottom right here, just picked him up. He got exceptionally low. Forced to use his revive almost right away, and then only traded kills.
You know, the way things have been happening in that Zillion pick, it just seems like people are now, when it goes on, they have the tankiness, they have the time and the team positioning to just wait for it to wear off. And it almost seems like it's not really helping that much. It's almost like you have to place that ultimate on as a last hit when your teammate's about to die. So that's kind of a tricky thing there. Oh, he gets stopped down. Wow. His teleport expended there, and it looks like he's going to try to get out of this one. The twisted advance goes on. He has the movement speed to get out of this one quite easily. I don't think he's too worried, but he is going to have to dodge a few TSM members to do so. Looks like he's just going to go all the way around and head into the other part of the jungle. Looks like Dyrus is going to be fine. And Vayne down bottom. It looks like they're doing a good amount of damage here. Rainman getting caught up. That is going to be his ghost, though, and not doing too much more damage. A very nice job in a 3v1 situation, forcing Rainman to use his ultimate. They're able to take that down, and this will possibly be a turret for them if they're not required in middle too quick.
But they are pushing, so this is a great counterattack by Solo Mid. They're constantly good at saying, okay, well, a turret, well, we're going to get a turret as well. Oh, you're gonna gank? Well, we're going to gank harder or kill a turret or take Dragon or anything else. And actually, EPIK are pushing back, and then they're going to leave Westrice there to go for it, and he is staying.
Yeah, that's a good amount of damage on a turret as well. I thought it would have taken him a little bit more, but that's easily enough time to get back, help out his team. He did just lose Dyrus and Nya down bottom, so he's going to go back as well. No reason to stay there. Looks like he will be able to finish his Bloodthirster as we head over. He does have 1,600 gold, so that'll be a finished Bloodthirster. And we'll have to see what else he comes out with. Into lane after that. We do see everybody kind of congregating in mid here. Sona goes back up, looking to place some wards most likely.
Yep. Right now you get to see the stats of the various champions throughout this game. See what Reginald's got. Up to 2,800 mana. It's pretty good right there. He's going to do a lot of damage with those overloads. 8% of that is going to turn into just significant damage on those spells. Adding up over time.
Let's see, blue buff is down right now for EPIK. They're kind of just clearing out everything they can about their jungle. And they have good vision right at the entry to their jungle on both sides. They have pretty good vision. The one at Wraiths actually just wore off. So they're going to have to get that deck back down quite soon. You can see it wore off, and then they threw down that CV, making sure nothing was coming in there and nobody knew the timing of that. We can see Nya on that Oracles. And head over to TSM side. It is Odd One again, who has picked one up for them. He does see that ward, and they're going to be clearing now. It looks like they're getting quite aggressive on these objectives. They're quickly clearing wards and quickly getting more vision on the map so that they can have the advantage here if they want to go for this. Look at all those wards right up. There's actually one sapling, one ward, and then another one just to the left, right up towards Baron. Very good coverage.
Tons of vision for Solomon. They've even got the Dragon and their own blue covered as well. They're doing an excellent job of seeing everything on the map. Ouch. EPIK's vision is a clairvoyance. And yet does have Oracles, though. He's going to clear out some of these wards here.
Nice.
TSM's nearby, though. They could catch him out if he goes for another clear. They will not. I think he knows better than that.
Yeah,
Westrice, though.
Oh, wow. Westrice activating the ulti. Oh, he is forced to push away. As all he saw right there in that part of the bush, it kind of doesn't branch all the way to the other side. You have a bit of a jutted vision there, and you can see more down than you can see more up. He saw only Reginald. In 1v1, Westrice could have taken down Reginald, especially with the spell or the health steal that he has. But he saw Chaos and Xpecial both come around the corner. So wasted ulti, but he did get himself out safely. And here we go for Baron.
Yep. And they've been spotted, and they have decent ward coverage, so both teams know what's going on. The teleport comes in from the Rain Man. Dyrus has his as well. They will be pushed back. TSM not going to press in, but they're going to catch up on the Dan. He's got Powerball, a defensive ball control. They're taking a lot of damage onto him. That's the right play for Dan to just be in the front there, taking all that pain. The Odd One drops almost immediately. That will be a death thanks to Westrice. Now Salsa getting pushed away. He will not revive in time.
Wow.
Now Chaos, though.
Westrice left to just shoot so many people on the outside. They're still not focusing. A sliver of health for Westrice dives away, and they continue to stay alive. Dan Din, the tankiest tanks of tanks, stays alive, and it looks like Dyrus may be the one to go down in this situation, but all for good. 3-2. I believe EPIK will take that.
And that
or
was
TSM will take, EPIK rather.
Yeah, no, EPIK took the win, 3-2 there. That was excellent play there. I'm surprised KX didn't actually die there. That might have been like the ghost of KX, which makes sense now. I saw a thing with KX's name bar die, but that was the Yorick ghost, so excellent by TSM there. They managed to push that one through, and of course, they are creative push. They're going to get a turret. Despite losing the fight 3-2, they lost the fight with high health on those last two, and they are able to get a turret out of it. And I'll take a turret for a -1 champion kill. That seems good to me. So TSM doing some good work there. But Dan Din, he played really excellently there. He really, really did, because he ran in there and he tanked the enemy team for like 5 seconds. Like, guys, let's just fight. Let's just fight. It's cool. I got ball curl. Let's go. Come on. Come on. And he actually maxed ball curl first to be that big tank. He maxed it over puncturing taunt because he wanted that giant armor MR buff, and that helped quite a bit there. That was actually very significant in that battle.
Yeah, it did good. I actually thought he was caught a little too far out. With that many people to be able to just come down on your tank at once is quite scary. But like you said, maxing that W first really helped to keep alive there. He does, I believe, has his smite up for this, so he's right on the outside waiting to make that happen. The Shurelius goes off, and they stop doing Dragon for the initiation. This is going to be a fast one. They try to take out Nat. He does go down first. The focus is now onto Westrice as they push him out of the fight. The odd one, however, taking a lot of damage, and that was one Rune Prism. And it is going to be Westrice falling. A beautiful focus here by TSM after activating the Shurelius. Dyrus trying to do the damage with his poison. He does have the ulti on, and like I said, they just stop attacking that person. They have enough time to wait for him to go down, and the Zilean ulti just not seeming as good as it was before in these fights.
Yeah, he was actually out of position slightly on Westrice. I checked. He was so Westrice died, and of course they're going to go for Baron, but Westrice died right here, and Zilean was in the brush, and he walked up and over and did not get the chrono shift on in time. And then he's like, okay, well, I guess I'll hit it on Dyrus, and they ignored Dyrus and killed Salsi. And that was actually pretty marvelous. But yeah, Salsi managed to get himself away from Vayne just ever so slightly too far. And that would have probably been the difference in that fight, as Dyrus was putting out so much damage, was incredibly tanky. And he had to add in a little bit more DPS for that Vayne, and you would have had a much better game. But TSM in commanding lead of this game 4. Again, the series is counted as 2-1 in a best of 7. Best of 7. TSM, if they win this, will tie it up 2-2. And then it will be as if the slates are wiped clean and there's a new BO3 in front of us. TSM needs this game, and they need 2 more after this.
Westrice doing as much as he can to farm that Bloodthirster back up. Ezreal is going to have that consistent damage. If Westrice goes down, he needs to get himself back to that point. He was just fighting with a full Bloodthirster, and he came out very big for his team in a few fights there. 3, 2, and 5 already, grabbing up assists as well as kills. Another 1,000 gold under his belt there. So we'll have to look over here. Ezreal, he does have, he has 2,000 more gold accrued than Vayne does. So Chaos doing a very good job of keeping his farm on. He has 4, 1, and 10. So those assists really piling on the gold for him. And his build is going to be more consistent damage in that fight. So we're going to have to see how that plays out if Ezreal is left alone for this next battle.
Yeah, absolutely true. The Rain Man up to level 16, and even that Q for last has his Atmogs finish as well as that Manamune, so he is putting out some significant damage here. Atmogs even almost full on the Warbucks armor. Special to support, of course. Get himself a couple of stats. And they're going to push through, get another turret. It's going to be the 6th turret kill. All the added turrets are about to fall, and TSM always winning in turrets early on. I need a new acronym, dear forums /Reddit /other communities. Find me an acronym for TSM that starts with turret. Turret slaying master, something like that. There's someone that's up there, and it really just kind of, it embodies how their team plays. It's worth doing, trust me, you should do it.
Nice ward clearing by Maokai. They are pressuring a lot on this top lane. They do have a minion wave again coming right behind them. Their mid is pushed up quite well. They could have a teleport down bottom if Dyrus wanted to try to go for something. And right now they need that tankiness at the base. You can see that Dyrus has that Rylus. He's going to be slowing quite a lot, especially as he throws down the ooze. And he's also going for that life belt, so more HP for him. You have Nyut going for those GP10s as well as movement speed. He went for mobility boots so he can get those dazzle on.
Indeed, Dyrus to the front again. TSM's ability to kite back and forth between these lanes.
As you said, there's the Frozen Heart. Yep, right on Rise.
Yeah, exceptionally strong there. And Sona's Song of Celerity, of course, helping that quite a lot. They've got Shurelius to initiate, and they're still just doing damage to these turrets. And wow, Dan got hit hard before they could do anything about this. Not enough sustain on that turret to keep him from getting pushed back. And with that, TSM will dive onto the turret. They will not get stopped.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be able to take this inhibitor. They do not. The minion wave is quite close. However, the rest of Team EPIK is going to be at full force since they are all just coming off the fountain. There's a little bit of a slowdown from Dyrus. He's just kind of put a poison wave right in front of the turret so they can walk into it. But they're going to go ahead and back. Maybe just push this lane. They still have Baron. Really no reason to go back and get buys in right now. They have full health. Special doing a great job of keeping everybody topped off. There's a bit of an initiation, but not too many cooldowns used. Not enough to initiate fully here, and they are going to have to give up another turret. Maokai laying down that ultimate, reducing the damage that they're taking. Very nice job. It has a very low cooldown, so he's not too worried about that. Also, as we said, as they use those bigger spells, it can create an initiation, but for him to be able to throw that down so often, or Ezreal to throw out a true shot barrage, isn't a reason that EPIK would want to initiate. So they have a few of those things they can use in their favor to really get their push without putting themselves in a dangerous position.
Yep, TSM just 2 inhibs and then back. Dragon is up, and that's a great choice as well. They're just constantly taking these big map objectives. You can see they're up almost 10,000 gold now, and that is an amount you really cannot ignore if you're EPIK right now. Chaos is in excellent shape right now. 203 attack damage. See, maxing everything but Essence Flux. That was the last one there.
Last Whisper purchase. Very nice.
Yep.
Oh, and the elixirs, red and green. Very nice.
Yeah, he's got a lot of attacks. You can see his stats here. 24 lifesteal. The armor pen still at 21. The 40% from the last Whisper. 220 attack damage. 1.3 attacks per second. And even a little bit of crit chance here. Quarter of the time is going to crit for double damage. That seems pretty decent too.
Looks like everybody's just grabbing up the mobs right now inside the jungle. Making sure those camps are down. It is 30 minutes into this matchup. I believe we just saw Dragon taken within the last minute, so it's going to be around 36 minutes, 35 minutes. Bottom lane going to be forced out here. It looks like Dyrus doing what he can down bottom. And he's pushed up as far as he wants to. He does see them, and he's not going to back in that bush anymore. He's going to go ahead and go back to base. He's going to say, I think we need to stay here for a second. We'll see what he may be buying as we look into the pockets of Dyrus. And he does have 500 gold, not too much. Maybe going for some magic resistance. But it looks like he may be building that Sunfire cape up. He does have the armor, the Giant's belt. Another push down bottom Freak. So much aggression from TSN, and their Baron has worn off here.
Yes, indeed. And they're going to push on through Reginald, really playing aggressively, trying to push down on Dan. Look at that. Damage output is really, really strong. Dan's going to push through, and here comes the battle. Rayman's been toddled up in the front. Ezra with a great ult, and Young Wing going to draw almost immediately. Dan dropping as well. 2 for nothing. Wester's going to revive, but it's not really going to matter too much. Reginald in the front there.
Be careful.
Yep, going to revive him.
Okay.
Saucy's still up. But they're just inside the base. Instant death on the West Race. TSM almost certain to take this game at this point. Going to push through onto the Nexus turrets. 3 dead, 4 dead if you count the Zillion revive. And this is going to be a dead Nexus. TSM going to win Game 4 of the Extended Series. Next team to win 2 games will be the champion right now. But it's 2-2 in this best of 7. 2 wins to go for either side, and we'll see how this goes. Stay tuned. Of course, we have at least 2 more games coming up. Maybe 3. And TSM is equalized.
So I'm going to go ahead and just put it out there. TSM had total map domination that entire game.
The entire game. Aside from the first play, which was an excellent game from
exactly.
They had taunt, stun, condemn, taunt, damage everywhere. It was chaos not being able to move for like 30 seconds straight. Trying to run and kind of failing at it. Other than that though, it was an immediate counter gank there at the top lane. The Odd One just went up there and crushed the Zillion. You kind of remember how that one went. He did that last game. And they've just been kind of crushing this way. They've kept map control. I don't believe they gave away a single dragon this time around. They lost maybe 1 or 2 turrets, but that was about it. They really, really dominated this game.
A lot of the things that they shut down was Dan Din trying to powerball in. It would always get Prison, and then he would always get a Yorick on him, and he would always get damage from Ezreal. And to have Dan want to initiate again without powerball that fast into the fight with half health they've really put them down in a lot of fights. And even as I said, they just lost Baron, they were still going for turrets.
Yeah. And one thing to point out as well, you said that Rune Prison was really powerful. Dan's build actually was with a Ninja Tabi. And I was saying, it's mostly physical damage because you're going to worry about Ezreal and the clone of Ezreal and Yorick and all that. But the magic damage was heavy. But guys, let's kick it over to Travis, who's got an update on the floor.
Hey everyone, I just want to say what a crazy game we just saw. This is the first time we've seen Jungle Maokai in a tournament. Odd One playing him up in this. And I think a lot of people really wanted to see that, and it's great to see him. Dyrus, of course, picking Cinch. That game seemed to be kind of rough for Salsi. He lost to, I guess, Reginald's aggressive playstyle mid, right? So crazy stuff going on there. And, I just wanted to give a personal hand. Freaking Rivington, great